My name is John Balitis, and I am a labor and employment attorney with the law firm of Fennemore Craig in Phoenix. And today I want to talk briefly about a very significant development which will take place next month in August of 2012 relating to Arizona's Medical Marijuana Act. This development, which will involve the licensing of medical marijuana dispensaries for the first time in the state of Arizona, will result in the immediate retail availability of medical marijuana to cardholders. And this likely will have a major impact on employers here because it will increase the number of active medical marijuana users in the workplace. And so if you are an Arizona employer and you have not yet taken steps to accommodate and manage medical marijuana users in your workplace, now really is the time to do so. And we'll talk in this podcast about how you can accomplish that. We all know that Arizona voters passed the medical marijuana law here in the fall of 2010 as a proposition. And shortly after the law became effective, the Arizona Department of Health Services, the state agency that is responsible for implementing the law, started issuing cards to qualifying patients, meaning those people who qualify under the law to use medical marijuana. And we probably have 20 to 30,000 or more cardholders now in the state of Arizona. But even though the patient side of the law, the qualifying patient side, proceeded as scheduled, the retail side of the law, that part of the law that deals with the sale, dispensing, and production of medical marijuana, was put on hold. And it was put on hold because of litigation in Arizona over the legality at the federal level of producing and selling medical marijuana. That litigation now has been resolved. And as a result, the Department of Health Services has announced that it intends to award on or around August 7 of 2012 approximately 130 medical marijuana dispensary licenses. This likely will result in an increase in medical marijuana users in your workplace because it really represents the first time that marijuana has been available on a retail basis to qualifying patients. We know from the Medical Marijuana Act, in terms of these medical marijuana users in your workplace, that you are prohibited from discriminating against them just based on their status as a medical marijuana card holder alone. The law provides that you have to have additional evidence of impairment on the job before you can take personnel action against a card holder relating to their status as a medical marijuana user. This created quite a predicament for employers, particularly employers with high-risk workplaces, because it placed these employers in the position of almost having to wait until an event occurred, which, for example, could involve a serious injury, in order to develop the evidence of impairment that it needed to take personnel action against a cardholder. In response to this concern, the Arizona legislature passed HB 2541. HB 2541 is a law that provides a safe harbor to certain employers from the strict anti-discrimination provision in the Medical Marijuana Act. What HB 2541 does is it allows employers who implement drug testing policies that comply with the criteria in Arizona's drug testing statute to gain a significant amount of flexibility in suspending, laying off, and even discharging medical marijuana card holders in the workplace who occupy safety-sensitive positions. And this is true without the need to show on-the-job impairment. This is a significant amount of flexibility that we believe all employers in Arizona should take advantage of. So the takeaway from this information for our clients and for Arizona employers generally is that if you have not yet taken steps to create a drug testing policy or modify an existing drug testing policy to take advantage of the safe harbor in HB 2541, you really should consider retaining counsel to do that now. It's very important from a safety standpoint for employers to take this step because it will allow you flexibility to manage and accommodate fairly medical marijuana users in your workplace. And it's important that you do this soon, particularly now that medical marijuana will be available on a retail basis for the first time in August of 2012.